subconscious, which is a deep area of interest for me. I've constantly told people that the one book that they should read is The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. I've read it. I read it pretty much every quarter in parts at least, because it's interesting to understand and keep reinstating the things that he talks about, right? But for people who are listening and perhaps are mildly or superficially aware of the conscious versus the subconscious, if you could talk about that, and how is it that we can get a better grasp on the subconscious mind?
See, the purpose of the mind is the agent of the soul. So the soul is reincarnated, or the soul is born on this planet for it to go through certain experiences. And for it to go through certain experiences, it needs the mind. So the mind, the conscious mind is just 5%, and the subconscious mind is 95%. The subconscious, most of our subconscious beliefs are formed before the age of 7. From the time the inception happens till the age of 7, it forms. And after that is when the analytical mind starts to develop. So a lot of people ask me the question of, how do I stop negative thinking? You can't stop negative thinking because you don't think to think negative.
It just happens.
It just happens. Now you'll have to go to the crux of it. Where is it even coming from?
Where is the root?
Exactly. Yeah. And the root is the subconscious mind. If I have a belief saying, I'll give you an example. Let's say there are two people, okay? And one person, both of them are girls, and both of them have a similar kind of a boyfriend. One person is extremely insecure about herself. She feels she's not good enough. She feels everybody else around her is better than her. The other one is very secure about herself, very confident, very self-assured. So now imagine the boyfriend comes and says, I'm going out on a trip. I won't be available for the next 3 days. The first person is going to panic. She's going to come from a state of mind where she's going to be like, why is he not calling me? Is he cheating on me? Is he with other people? Am I not important to him? All of these questions. The other person is going to be like, okay, have fun. And she's going to carry on with her life. Now, same situation. Why do two people react differently?
Because of the kind of beliefs or the value systems that they've grown up with.
Absolutely. Yeah. When I feel insecure about myself, the other person is going to only show to me what is there inside of me.
It projects.
That's it.
It's a mirror.
That's it.
Yeah.
So if you want to change your life, the first thing you need to start to understand is you are the creator of your life, and the world is a mirror showing back to you what your deepest beliefs are.
Yeah, because I feel like when you kind of have this belief, what you then go about life doing is, see, that's correct. My belief is reinstated.
Absolutely.
See, that's correct. My belief is instated. Yeah. For example, there are people who have a very bad relationship with money. And therefore, as they go through life, they'll feel a lack and then be like, yes, see, that's right.
Yeah.
That's true. Even paying bills, for example. A lot of people have this negative connotation with money is going. But when you switch that perception as to, look at how much I'm able to empower other people. Absolutely. And I'm paying my bills because there's value that I'm adding or that I'm receiving. It's just a different mindset to look at money, which is also such a sensitive topic for so many different people.
Yeah. Since we spoke about money, I'm going to add on to that. See, money is just plain energy, right? And abundance is all our birthright. We're born abundant, and abundance is our birthright. So the perception about money is different. Even if you see a lot of movies that released in early 90s or 80s, they would show a very rich person as a villain.
Yeah.
Why?
And like troubling or like being very cruel towards like a poor auto rickshaw guy. Yeah.
So when that happens, what starts to happen is nobody wants to be bad.
Yeah. You villainize the rich. You villainize the capitalist. Yeah. That has been a long-standing story. Yeah.
That is because people don't want everybody to become rich.
Yeah.
I mean,
or richer than you. Yeah. That is the yardstick.
They want to instill that. So until you change your beliefs around money, you'll never be able to attract money. You'll have opportunities right in front of you, but you will still choose to pass them without attracting money. And the second thing I want to reiterate here is there are only 3 things that are in our control: our perception, our decisions, and our actions. But our decisions and actions are completely dependent on our perception. How do you perceive a specific incident or thing or a person in your life determines everything for you. And how you perceive things comes from your beliefs also.
Correct.
And it also creates your beliefs. It also comes from your belief. I am this extremely strong believer of everything in life happens for a reason and always happens for your highest good.
Yeah. No, that's 100%. And I think that even if you may not see it in the moment, you definitely see it looking back.
Yeah.
Like, I've said this before, but like something that happened to us as a company last year was in effect the worst thing that happened to me at that time. Yeah. When we kind of scaled back the energy and we were able to see the reroute as a redirection that was necessary for us after being 10 years into this space, and as a company that's in the digital space, you have to be fluid. It was the best thing that happened to us. So I feel like, and that is time and again that I've just been able to now, obviously after a lot of practice, where you take the energy out of that situation and it automatically deflates. Like it's just, okay, this is there, what next? Yeah. And I think that perception and that switch is something that time, the duration that you take, what your spiritual practice or what manifestation or what understanding the concept of the mind does is it fragments that time. Yeah. It becomes shorter and you're able to do it quicker. Yeah. And then you're able to get access to success faster because you're just moving on to the next opportunity. Absolutely. And that's something that in my personal opinion has really worked for us, right? We're just able to reroute and be like, okay, cool, let's do it this way. Coming back, talk to me about conscious versus just subconscious mind, right? To a layman, how would you explain the conscious versus the subconscious mind?
Okay. Your subconscious mind is exactly what everything in your body and everything in the external happens on an automatic basis. Yeah. Right? Because your thoughts emerge from your subconscious mind. Your beliefs are a part of your subconscious mind, and everything that you do outside is a part of your... When you're awake, right? When we are awake and sitting and having a conversation, most of it comes from the conscious mind. But you can't beat the subconscious with the conscious because subconscious is like a huge ocean. Yeah. It's 95% of your mind. It has your triggers in it. It has your emotions stuck in it. It has your beliefs in it. So in order for you to start changing any aspect of your life, just changing the conscious does not work. You have to go within and start to change your subconscious. And that is why as soon as you wake up and right before you go to sleep are the best times for you to start rewiring your subconscious mind. Because that is when the brain waves are not in beta, they're kind of going down into alpha. Alpha and theta. Alpha is slightly slower and theta is your deep sleep. Yeah. So at that point of time, when you start listening to night tapes are nothing but affirmations. It can be recorded in your own voice, which works like the best for you because you know your voice. Your mind is familiar with your voice. You can just play some great music with affirmations and then go to sleep. So while you're sleeping, you're not doing anything, your subconscious is doing the work. And similarly, as soon as you wake up, when you sit down with yourself, do nothing, most of us have this habit of just grabbing onto the phone as soon as we wake up, not understanding what kind of a damage it is actually doing to our brain. Rather, just get up and sit with yourself and give gratitude to the universe. Because every time you give gratitude to the universe for the things in your life, the universe is going to give you more things that you can be grateful for in life. Right. So inculcating these small practices on a regular basis will start to change your subconscious beliefs. And one of my favorite things that I always teach my clients is doing this activity of, for example, let's say you want to manifest money in your life or you want to manifest your dream job. So the activity is called What's Happening and Why I Believe I Deserve It. So why I believe I deserve it is, the reason why it's not happened to you in your life is because you believe you don't deserve it. So now we're going to switch that. How are we going to switch that? By saturating our mind with enough evidences as to why I believe I deserve it. And the point is, it need not have to make sense to anyone. It just needs to make sense to you. Every day, sit down and write 5 reasons as to why you believe you deserve this dream job. It can be, I believe I deserve it because I'm the favorite child of the universe. I believe I deserve it because I have all the capabilities inside of me. You write it for 30 days. You have 150 reasons as to why you believe you deserve it. This is one. The second thing, this is for your mind. Now we'll do it for the heart because this is electrical, this is magnetic. Electromagnetic beings we are. So for the heart is the feeling. So now bypassing, the reason why a lot of us are anxious during the process of manifestation is like, we don't know how it is going to happen, when it is going to happen. We don't surrender to the process, right? We want it in our own timing. We don't wait for the divine timing. So to bypass this process, to bypass the desperation, what you can actually do is now just visualize the idea of you having gotten the dream job. So forget about you getting the offer letter, you attending the interview, none of it. You are in your dream job. What is happening? I'm going out for lunch with my colleagues. My team head is calling me and praising me for my work. So multiple things, right? 3 things every day as to what's happening in your life after you've accomplished what you wanted to accomplish, simultaneously write how it makes you feel. So now what you're tricking your brain is, you're tricking your brain into believing that reality is your current reality. The brain does not know the difference between what is imagined and what is real. So when you're tricking that, what starts to happen is you normalize the feeling of being in your ideal reality.
Right.
Then from the cosmos, from the quantum field, you start to draw that reality into your existing reality.
Yeah.